Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm showing you two really quick and simple Christmas cards using the amazing favor bag accessory Fox from Momma Elephant, as well as the holiday word banners and sweet feline. So first of all, these word banners, I didn't cut apart the dies. As you know, the dies are something fixed. They cannot change their shape, while a long and thin stamp can. So sometimes just by laying it into your MISTI, you can already be manipulating the shape. And to avoid that, I first die cut all the dies, and then I'm just going to puzzle these stems on top of it to have them perfectly aligned. And I know I don't need 8 centimeters, but why wouldn't you just create a little stash? And that's really handy if you want to recreate some cards, if you want to make multiple cards with this specific stem set. You don't need to start all over again and again. So because I didn't cut my dies apart, they were really closely to each other, so I always skipped one stem set, and then now I'm doing the second portion of these stems. And then you have 8 banners. So except for the upper one, they worked out fine. So that's really handy. That means that I have 7 sentiments, 7 cards, or if I want to make one card with multiple sentiments, I already have them on hand. So here you see all the pieces that I want to use on my foxes. I want to create a brown fox and an orange fox. There are so many ways that you can create this one. There are different kind of eyes and stuff. The paper that you can see on the top, that's actually some sort of a guide that you can print or just can look at on the Momma Elephant website. And I actually print them out for all my favor bag accessories, and then I slide them into my pockets where I store my die in on the back side. So I always have it on hand if I want to see what the idea behind something was, and it's really handy. So for the faces, I really prefer keeping them simple, so I just use these eyes and only the nose, no mouth, just because I think it's cute this way. And then the ears, you can add them a bit behind the head, but you can also add them just aside the head, and that will mean that your ears are bigger than when you hide a piece of it behind it. So I'm just using some purple tape to keep it all together, and then later on I will use some foam tape and just adhere everything at once. So I'm going to do the same thing for my orange fox, also the same face. It's really the simple faces that I like the most personally, but it's really funny how many faces you can create with these dies. So all the cardstock I'm using here is from Fawn, and I'm going to list everything in the description box underneath as well as on my blog, so that you can check out which colors I'm using, but I don't know them by heart. So I'm also going to add these ears with some purple tape, just to show you how easy it is to just do exactly the same for different cards, but still have different results depending on the papers you are using or the sentiments or whatever you change on your card. But I'm keeping it really simple for today. We all have that certain period close to Christmas where we realize that we don't have enough cards, or there are some friends that want to give a personal card and then you have some card making to do. This card is something that is really easy to recreate. As you know, I don't like recreating cards, but I changed up my pattern paper each time, and this actually meant that every card looked different for me. I also switched the angle of the head of the foxes, then the word banners that I used, so I really had a lot of fun, and I created some more cards than only these ones. that I will show you in the end of this video as well. So the foam tape that I used here is from Simon's Stamp. It's the Big Momma foam tape. It's a wonderful thickness. It's thinner than the Scotch 3M foam tape, and I really like that. It's comparable to the thin foam squares from Scrapbook Adhesives, and I really like that thickness. So here I am placing everything how I want it to, and just to make sure that the paws will be in the right spots, I am adhering it temporarily with some purple tape. Then I'm adding the sentiments, and then I can adhere the paws as well. Therefore I'm using again that Big Momma foam tape as well as some liquid glue so that the height will be perfect. And then the same thing I will do for the other card, but as you can see there is another sentiment, another pattern paper. These two are from Honeybee Stamps, as I showed you a bit earlier. I will also link to them down below. In the other cards that I created, I also used the amazing new pattern papers from Fawn, which are also truly adorable for these cards. So in total I made 6 cards like these, using the 2 colors of the foxes and each time another pattern paper, and I really love them. I just get a smile on my face when I look at them. They are similar, but then again they are so different at the same time, and the most important factor I think on that one is the pattern paper. You can go as wild as you want to go. And then the sentiments, of course, are just adorable with these banners. As soon as I saw them, I just knew that I was going to buy them. So I'm so happy that I did, because there are so many possibilities, and the way I make them, each time I have 8 different ones, really handy. So now that my both panels are ready, and I just have to add them onto my card bases. So therefore I'm using some liquid glue because I want to have some wiggle room, and with liquid glue you really get that. So here I'm scoring my card bases, doing a bit of assembly. But it went so quickly. I think I sped this video up, yes, but without the die cutting I think both cards were created in like 20 minutes maybe, and yeah, you can just keep going. If you have die cut everything you need, then this is just a joy to make, I think. So here is my liquid glue, and then I am fiddling a bit to really center it in the front of my card base. And then the only thing I will add later on is some glossy accents to the eyes and the nose, and then these 2 cards are completely finished. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. These 2 cards are such a joy. So if you are looking for ways to make some cards quickly with still a wonderful effect and just cuteness overload, then this really is a way to go, and I really hope that I could inspire you and show you that just changing up a few things just already makes you creating a new card. So I really hope that you liked this video. If you did, you can always give it a thumbs up, that is truly appreciated. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I will check them as quick as possible and answer you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!